Hi Pisces, welcome to your full moon reading. It's funny because stereotypically Pisces is afraid of the unknown and tend to stay with things they're comfortable with. Yet I feel like Pisces really likes occultish things. So, okay, you guys can comment and let me know what of that is true. But we're looking at the energies coming in for this full moon. It's a full moon in Aries, very fiery. So y'all should feel, I feel like you'll feel much better than you probably felt during the Pisces full moon because that was highly emotional. This one is really about getting moving, right? It's really about the self. It's really about doing good things for yourself and pushing your personal goals forward. Maybe even completing projects. And, we are releasing things that don't serve us anymore. And the way that I'm translating this, knowing what I know about Aries, is that, when it comes to ourselves, we are releasing things that about ourselves that we just don't have room for anymore. And I feel this really in your reading because I feel like this is, there's a real mindset shift going on for you, Pisces. I don't feel like I don't feel like you're afraid of the unknown anymore. But let's get to it, Pisces, before I get too into it. And just I don't know anyone who does rituals. This is definitely a manifesting full moon. So moon water is a good idea, and also offerings of seeds, flowers, things that represent harvest, because that's what this season is about. And we are going to find a little bit happening with relationships because the sun is in Libra, and Libra is the season that's about relationships. So, let's see how this goes. So I feel like this is highly about you, Pisces. I really do. There's a strong energy of you accepting your uniqueness. I really love that. But in terms of the energy that's building, we're seeing the first quarter moon in Leo. So definitely, if you started something, you're going to be getting a lot of attention for it. But, you're also in a good flow. Like, people don't talk about it, but Pisces is very logical, and tend to be humble. I don't really, I guess, everyone can move an ego for sure, but you're not letting that get the better of you. And you may find that that's a battle, to stay humble, because when we think of Leo, we don't typically think of humble energy, right? Because Leo is a leader. Leo loves attention. And so you may have to check yourself a little bit as, more and more attention gets paid to you, to make sure that you stay grounded within it. Because we know, 1 minute we can be on top and the next minute, they're turning their back. And so I feel like you're being called to make sure you stay in a grounded space, even while you're getting all this attention, which can be hard, right? But I feel like you're kind of doing it, right? Yeah, so, gosh, I was forgetting my placements for a moment. By the way, if you're looking for personal readings, please check out the description box, and I appreciate the support so much. I'm trying to build this channel so that I can do more readings here, right? So we're so close to 500. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. So I feel it's really interesting because I feel like you are having a mindset shift, because in terms of energies you're moving into a lot of Aquarius energy. And I do think that pretty soon Pluto is going to be in Aquarius. So this is going to bring in a very innovative time, and really even down to how we make our money. Like, we're going to have to be really innovative, maybe even, approach digital jobs online and stuff. And I feel like you're in this energy. Like, first of all, full moon in Taurus, right? So what you're letting go of is stubbornness. stubbornness to change, resisting change, and resisting outside the box things, because that's Aquarius, right? Aquarius is quirky, they're different, and this is all about the future. So maybe, maybe because the thing with Taurus, right, is, and I don't know if this is stereotyping Taurus, but, Taurus can show up in very, like, they believe what they believe, and they're not open to being, like, they don't accept that there's another way, right? Their way is the only way. They know what they know, and once they believe something, it's very hard to change a Taurus's mind, because they move in a lot of stubbornness, like a bull, right? Well, and I feel like you may have moved in that energy internally, and that's changing. There's just something so big about you changing, Pisces. New moon in Aquarius. You go from a full moon to a new moon. So you're really about being outside the box now. You're not clinging to stubborn ideas of the way things should be done or the way things are. And wow, whole new world for you. Whole new world. So externally, I feel like you've had to do this, to be honest. We have last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. And first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. You're really being led to really I want to say let your freak flag fly, but the truth is like, Pisces is very different, okay? Pisces doesn't even see the world the way most people see the world. Y'all see the world from the inside out, and we see it from the outside in. You live in the soul space, right? And you are very different, but as Pisces tends to care what people think, there may have been like this almost betraying your true self in order to fit in with other people. I don't feel like you're doing that anymore. I feel like what you're doing after this full moon, you're just seeing what, like, those differences or the things that you may consider weird or different about yourself. You're really starting to love those things. Wow. Oh my God, I love that. And so this is part of your self-love journey, to accept the uniqueness that is you. The weirdo that is you. I'm not calling you a weirdo, don't get me, but you know what I'm saying, because you're different. You think differently. You are different. And Pisces really kind of always knows they're different. They consider themselves outsiders, but they can tend to move in a way in which they try to fit themselves into a flow that they think will be acceptable. I feel like Sagittarius does that too. And what winds up happening is you dim your own energy, and it kind of takes from you. Even though it's not like people are taking from you, it's almost like you're taking from yourself for the idea of what's acceptable. And so you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to let it all show. I'm going to let y'all see how weird I can get, and what this does is just improves your confidence, improves your self-love. It is beautiful. Do it, Pisces. So what you're releasing is new moon in Capricorn. You are feeling, because obviously you're building something here, and you are feeling, I don't want to say the weight of responsibility, but, with the new moon, we're planting new seeds, right? And this is about doing the right thing, taking the right steps, being consistent. This is Saturn energy. And Saturn is all about responsibility and doing what we should do, doing the right thing. And I feel like you're doing that. And, it's funny because sometimes with this energy, it's like, it's because you take a look at what doesn't work. And that is how you know what steps to take that will work. And I feel like that's all going on for you, Pisces. And it may be all tied to responsibility, to achievement, but maybe you know you need, because when I think about Capricorn, I always think about a plan. You know you need a plan, and it's a plan that makes sense, because your bottom layer here, and these are really like actions, that the full moon brings about, is all in earth energy. So it's all practical. So you're getting very practical, even though you're being super weird, right? But, you're going to do it your own way. Capricorn isn't trying to tell you you can only do it this way, but make sure that it's responsible. Make sure that it's practical. And what's interesting to me is that people think that practical means, a set of guidelines that is specific and usually laid out by other people. No, I feel like what's happening is you're laying your own guidelines and meeting your responsibilities, figuring out what is important to you to actually put your energy into, because that's the other thing. We only have 24 hours in a day, right? So there is a sense of really figuring out what's important, because you're showing up in Capricorn and Virgo energy. That is really about achieving and getting where you want to go. Because what you're calling in is new moon in Virgo. You're definitely building structure for where you're trying to go. That's what Virgo wants. Virgo wants structure. Virgo wants order. Virgo is about the details. So you definitely are doing that. You definitely are doing that. And what is essential is that you realize you can do it your own way. You don't have to do it according to any rule book that exists out there. Because you actually are embracing what is different about you. Okay? And, it's also why it's essential for you to stay humble. Okay? No, the rug can be pulled any day. Right? So don't let anything. So basically what it is like whatever this thing is for you, it's getting popular. It's getting a lot of attention. Don't let that go to your head and go under the misguided play that says, well, I don't have to keep innovating. I don't have to keep doing. I don't have to keep, planning. No, you still do. Because you always have to be like 5 steps ahead. You have to be planning ahead. Because I learned this personally. I had an online business at one time and I was doing well. So I stopped looking for ways to innovate. And that's exactly what you cannot do. Do not become complacent, Pisces. You got to be ahead of the curve here, is pretty much what it's saying, right? And your advice from the moon is the first quarter moon in Taurus. Taurus energy is really playing a part for you. Release control. And first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. And it's really interesting because you believe that you can achieve what you want, right? But it does feel as if you are letting go of a mindset of things being done a particular way, or even, controlling these things. Like saying to yourself, it has to be done like this, and there is no other way. That's what you're being called to step out of, because that is not going to work here. It's not going to work, Pisces. So, yay. So on the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, the Tower, the Queen of Cups. Like, for real. Like, I will tell you this, Pisces. Pisces is one of the most intuitive psychic signs. For me, it's Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, right? Like, what your intuition can tell you, Pisces, it can literally give you all the answers. And you can have anything you want, once you believe it. Because I feel like with the Hierophant, we're still seeing that Taurus energy with the Tower and the Queen of Cups. And what the universe is doing for you, Pisces, and you're going to see this play out during the eclipses too, is that the rule book is being thrown the heck out. And you've been following a rule book, Pisces. You have been following it, and it's about to go in the garbage or on fire or whatever, and force you to go by instinct. Go by what you feel. Wow. Wow. And also understand that some people aren't going to like it. Okay? Because we see the Five of Swords, the Death card, which is changed. So the Ace of Swords, like, I feel, and the Five of Wands, interesting. Because I feel like there may be some people who don't like the changes in you. They don't like the way that you're changing. Right? Of course. Because you're not following the rules they set out for you. So they don't like it. And to be honest, I feel like what's happening, Pisces, is you're saying, I don't give an F. I don't give an F. You don't have to agree with me. This is what I'm doing. Because your way has kept me stuck. And now I'm becoming the emperor. I'm doing things my way. Because I know that this is the right way. Wow. Wow, such powerful energy for you, Pisces. I was like, geez, I gotta chill too. So strong. And usually Pisces really doesn't like confrontation. But I feel like you are just putting your foot down, Pisces. I do. You are in so much control right here. It is a beautiful thing to see. Truly. Truly. So we're going to take a look at some other things, like what passions you might be exploring during this full moon period, you know, or energies that could help you. Because, you know, Aries is about passion. It's fire. Fire, Pisces. Can I get a card for Pisces, please? Passions for Pisces. Wow, Pisces, jeez. You got a lot, man. Career change. There's definitely, we're seeing there's something new that you've been approaching. You're embarking upon a career that brings you joy and abundance you desire and deserve. Anything else about passions? Okay. Oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. I feel like this is telling you to watch my readings. Or get yourself an oracle deck. They're very good for daily guidance, and most oracle decks actually have all the words just like this printed on them. You don't need to know how. And travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Go on a trip. So let's get your soul card, and then I will pull a card for relationships for this full moon period. What is Pisces soul trying to tell them? Can I have a soul truth for Pisces? A soul truth for Pisces, please. One card for Pisces. Pisces. Oh, or two, or three, or whatever. Where can I ask for more help in my life? Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. If I had a magic wand and I could have anything I desired, what would I choose? Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. I feel like you're doing that, actually. So let's round this off with a Soul Connections card. See what may be happening during the full moon in love for Pisces. What's happening in love for Pisces during the full moon? Pisces. What's happening during the full moon? Oh, here we go, Pisces. Cherish your relationship. You spending time with someone. And really valuing each other. Power. This is someone you feel very drawn to. Embrace. Like, this is like you're coming into acceptance that this person is for you. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. And you know the universe is pulling you together and you're not fighting it anymore. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Toodles.